Not all wording in Utah laws reflect the Supreme Court's decision on gay marriage, but that could be changing soon. 11 News reporter McKenna Flores found out what's going on, and she's live in the newsroom. McKenna, what could this proposed change do to state law? So McKenna, what's the feedback he's been getting from people on this?
He says most people are much happier now that he is leaving in the phrase husband and wife.
Thanks, McKenna. Democratic presidential candidate and longtime Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders came back to Utah for seconds, holding another rally in Salt Lake City a day before Utah voters go to the caucuses. 11 News reporter Troy Cressman is live in the newsroom. Troy, how many people were feeling the burn yesterday? So how did the Secret Service handle these huge crowds?
Things were uneventful, though myself and a few others climbed trees for better view before the Secret Service made us come down for our own safety.
Wow, always going the extra mile. Thanks, Troy. So that wraps it up for the right side of the aisle. Now let's take a look at those who are trying to get the nod at the Democratic nominee. Utah's caucus day is Tuesday, March 22nd, and for many new voters, the process may seem a little daunting. 11 News reporter Mallory Jesperson's here today to put any of your voting worries at ease. So Mallory, is this as complicated as it seems?
You know, McCall, I'm actually not from here, so the caucus system is really uncharted territory for myself, but trust me, it's not as confusing as you might think.
The Utah caucuses are a week from today, and lots of voters are still registering online to make their opinion count. 11 News reporter Kashay Colvin's live in Provo. Kashay, have a lot of people registered to vote already? So Kashay, if people don't register by the end of the day, are they still going to be able to vote?
Now, that's one thing Thompson wants to make sure people are clear on. Today's only the last day to register if you're doing it online. He says otherwise, the best thing to do is to wait until the day of the caucuses and register there on location.
Okay, I'll have to do that. A group of BYU students is taking their business model overseas after they won the first round of funding in the Y Prize competition. 11 News reporter Bree Rodet met with the Yenso Solar to see how they're giving light to people of Ghana. Bree, how are they doing so far? All right, Bree, you brought one of these lamps in today. Can you tell us a little more about it?
Yeah, so of course you see the solar lamp here, and it has a long enough cord that if you need to put the solar lamp outside your window and run it into your house, it'll be long enough. And you have the solar lamp that has 3 different levels of brightness, and the button is on the back. You can see how charged it is. And the coolest thing is that there's a little port so you can charge your phone.
Wow, I like that. That's fun. Thanks for bringing that in, Bree. Ranchers, conservationists, and legislators are in a heated debate over who should own much of the land in southern Utah. 11 News reporter Jalen Bowman is taking a look at the issue. So, Jalen, this sounds really similar to the controversy that caused the Oregon standoff. Is that what we're looking at here?
Yeah.
So, Jalen, when will the state be moving ahead with this court battle?
Yeah, they say that first they have to find out whether or not the state actually has any legal grounds to stand on and whether or not they can proceed with that. So the Attorney General's office is going to look into that, and then they'll decide whether or not they can move ahead.
Got it. Thanks, Jalen. It's the 4th District Court building, and developers say the location is changing, but the view will be pretty much the same since it's only moving across the street. 11 News reporter Kim Anderson's live in the newsroom. So Kim, I thought that a hotel might be built over there. Was this a hard choice for developers? So what's going to happen to the current District Court building?
Mayor Curtis says Mountain Land Applied Technology College will take over the existing court building as soon as construction is complete.
Thank you, Kim. The bomb squad spent the afternoon responding to a call about a pair of suspicious packages near Provo's Fort Utah Park. 11 News reporter Courtney Ellsworth was there while the Provo bomb squad was on the scene. Courtney, bring us up to date on what happened. So Courtney, what actually ended up being in the bags?
Well, analysis revealed that the abandoned case and backpack held a recently stolen fiber optics kit. The police took the kit back to the owner late last night.
Okay, a lot of work over a bunch of cases. Utah County may be getting to vote again on funding for more bike paths and renovated sidewalks in the upcoming election. 11 News reporter McKenna Flores is here with more on this possible tax increase. McKenna, sounds a lot like Prop 1 from the last election. So when can we see these new bike paths coming into effect in Utah County?
If the ballot passes in the 2016 election, then we can see these start to kick off in the next year or so.
Cool, thanks McKenna.
It has been almost a week since Utah lost a unified police officer.
And thousands of supporters came out to pay their respects. Men and women in black and blue uniforms filled the Maverick Center to honor the life of fallen officer Doug Barney. We sent 11 News reporter McKenna Flores to the funeral. What was it like to have so many officers around? McKenna, do you think the family felt the support of the community there?
You know, McCall, I really felt they did. With everything that has gone on, Doug Barney's 13-year-old son, Jack, says that when he grows up, he wants to be a police officer just like his dad.
Thanks, McKenna.